All right, what's up? What's up? What's up? Welcome back. Today's video, I'm actually running out of figures now to cover for you all, but I have one last piece that I think you all are going to like. It's not going to be a very long video since it's a statue and it's my very first statue, but today's video, it's already in the description and as the title. It's going to be about my boy, Solo Darth Maul. Now, I'm a big fan of Darth Maul, and the second I saw Solo Maul released through Hot Toys, I had to have him. So here he is. I'm definitely going to be picking up Clone Wars Maul. I have not put down a pre-order just yet. Shame on me, but I've been getting things together. You know, I've got things to do. So it will happen, though. I just put down my payment plan for Anakin with the STAP. So I'm pumped for that. Used quite a bit of my reward points, but that's neither here nor there. So let's get into it. All right, so here we have the Darth Maul box, the engraved Star Wars logo that we all know so much. We also have the DX18 Darth Maul, just to let you all know what it is. There is no cigar wrap, and this box is going to actually be a bit different than the ones that we're familiar with from, let's say, the Death Trooper, the Incinerator Trooper, and the Mandalorian. So it's pretty standard stuff here. As you can see, the same thing goes there. We have Star Wars, Darth Maul, DX18. We have the credit-like situation going on here. I've reboxed my Maul, so the box, this isn't a brand new figure. He was on the shelf. I just chose to put him in the box and just kind of unbox it for you all here. Same thing as the opposing side, Disney, Star Wars, DX18, Darth Maul. And back to the front. So let's go ahead and take this cover off. This is a slip off, which I'm going to show you all here now. All right, and here we have the Darth Maul box. I really love the Crimson Dawn logo there in the back. I don't know if you noticed it right away, but it's definitely there. This is, again, like I mentioned, this is textured. I don't know if you've ever owned one before or if you can tell in the camera there, but it's got this rugged kind of feel to it. This is also the figure itself. This isn't the character from the film. This is the exact figure that's in the box. So same thing goes here. Star Wars, Darth Maul, DX18, all that good stuff. On the bottom side here, you've got the shiny DX18 Darth Maul. There. We have the credits as well. This is mimicking the back of the box that I showed you all previously. And then Star Wars there. So let's go ahead and get that out. There we go. There's nothing inside. The first thing that we're met with when we open the box is the Crimson Dawn keychain. Now, I'm not going to use it personally. I feel like they should have just stuck to the metallic card that they put in Darth Maul's, for example, but this is just kind of random to me. I don't know. Are you using it? If you own this, do you happen to use it? I don't. This isn't textured, which is kind of interesting. It shares the same that same spongy like textured look, but it's actually not textured. It's just clean. And same goes for this. So after taking off the card there with the keychain, which thankfully there's this soft spongy like thing here. I like that. Protects the figure a bit. This isn't textured either. So we're met with the figure and a couple of the features there. Darth Maul head sculpt features the authentic likeness of Maul, etc., etc. And since it's a DX figure, we can also manipulate the eyes a bit. So let's go ahead and take this off. Put that to the side. Right away, I guess it kind of it fits you with whatever you want to do and how you want to unbox your figure. Let's just go ahead and check out the way that Maul looks. Alrighty, and here we have the figure itself. So you can see that authentic likeness as portrayed in Solo Maul. Look at that face sculpt. Clothing looks great. It's got this leather-like feel to it. There's wiring here in the front part, on the lower parts of the robe there, and beneath it as well. So you can control that a bit. However, it's not in the pants, which, you know, I think is totally fine. You can control the wiring here if you want. You have wiring in the hood. You don't, however, have wiring in this portion of the figure. This is just, as you can see. And you do have wiring there. Now, I think one of the cooler parts about this figure is not only obviously Solo Maul, but yeah, we're going to go there. Look at those legs. Look at that. I cannot wait to get into the detail section of this video. Do you see that? Awesome stuff. When I saw the legs, I knew I had to pre-order. This is definitely one of the cooler figures in my collection. Alrighty, and here we have that authentic likeness. Look at that. I love the age look. I mean, mind you, I prefer the Phantom Menace look, but we all age over time. We look different. It's going to happen to you. And it definitely happened to Darth Maul, but I love the look of this this face sculpt. The horns look great. They look a little bit more jagged, a little bit more ununiform than Phantom Menace, but whew, I welcome it. Look at that. It's so menacing. Let's go ahead and turn it around a bit. That way you can see the back portion of it. I love the look of it kind of looks inflamed underneath the horn there, as you can see. Still kind of holding on to some of the red. So good. Now, let's go ahead and take this off. There's a magnetic portion underneath the head sculpt. And it'll just snap on gently. So let's go ahead and put the body to the side. Let's show you what the underside looks like while being very careful. So there you can control the eyes, depending on if you want to utilize the tool or if you want to use your fingers. I've not quite figured out how to use the tool yet, so I still use my fingers. And that, in fact, control the eyes. So let me know in the comments section, do you all prefer this face sculpt or do you prefer the younger Phantom Menace face sculpt? Alrighty, so let's go ahead and talk about the relaxed hands here that you get with Darth Maul. As you can see, these came straight out of the figure with the pegs. I recommend using pliers and gently taking out the pegs though, as it's very difficult to pull them out of the hand. So be very gentle with them. But again, going back to the hands, if you want to have him perhaps sitting on his chair, maybe resting his hands on his lap, that's what these could be used for. What's a Sith or a gangster without his saber-wielding hands? Out of everything you could do, you make him a gangster. But I could talk all day about it. So I use one. You can absolutely use both if you want. Maybe have him doing like a really cool pose where he's wielding both. I think that'd be pretty cool. And my favorite hands, it's interesting that they provided these because, again, we don't see him in the movie using, well, we see him use the Force when he call his saber over, but we don't actually get to see him use like a Force push like this, but I do love these hands and I'm glad that they provided them. They look really, really nice. And last but not least, with the hands at least, we have the gesture hands, which I feel like could make it appear as if you have him holding the saber in one hand and kind of twisting with another. I really think that's what these are for, but they can easily be, you know, whatever you want them to be. You want him maybe holding on to his waist or pulling up his hood or whatever you want. That's what these could be used for. Alrighty, so let's go ahead and start with the Saber Hilt, which let's work our way up a bit. So obviously you put one blade there and another blade here. This is the activator. The handle looks great. I think the only thing that I have a small issue with is this region of it. Like, I like it, don't get me wrong, but it just, I know that it's a toy, but it kind of looks toy-like, you know what I mean? But it's still a really cool hilt. Regardless, I think the hilt looks great. Really nice. Let's go ahead and move on over to the battery-operated arm here. Now, I was originally using it. I took it off though because I didn't like the way that I had to take it off, which is up here. So there's a way you have to kind of unclamp it and clamp it back on, but it takes a lot for it to clamp back down. So I just completely got rid of it and said, you know, forget it. But I like it. We have the blades here, the non-motion blur, if you will. Standard stuff. Nothing really to see here. And we also have the motion activated, or the motion blur, if you will, sabers. And the next thing I want to show you all is this awesome chair. Now let's go ahead and work our way down. This is molded. It's not cloth, although it looks like it. You can see there. It's not a cloth, but it's very cloth-like. It's kind of hard to explain. As you can see, we got the butt imprint to let you know which side to seat him on. Let's go ahead and look underneath it. So you can see there, we have that awesome seam-like seam going around there. I love the way they molded the corners to make it appear as if it's tucked. Really nice attention to detail. And then we also have that really cool base to the seat itself, which I love. I really love the attention to detail in that. All of the gears. This is what it looks like underneath, by the way. You have the soft grips there. Really nice chair. Really nice chair. And next up we have the Crimson Dawn necklace, which goes on Darth Maul. I've seen a couple people not use it, but I actually do use it. And make sure that you're putting it on the right way. This is the right way. That really nice shine, and you can tell by the way that it's engraved on the front. You can't see it already. I've seen a few people with it like this. I mean, whatever suits your fancy, it's your figure, but just to let you know, it's not the right way. It's this way. And the holograms. So I'm not really sure why they gave us Darth Maul's hologram. Later on, as I continued to think about it, I wondered if, and that's going to lead us into the second hologram with Kira, I wondered if we were going to eventually get a Kira figure. You know, that way we can create the scene where she's talking to Darth Maul, utilizing this hologram. I understand why we would have Kira for Maul, but I don't understand why we would have Maul for Maul. I think he looks great, though. He's a lot bigger than a lot of the other ones that we're familiar with. Look at the size comparison to Kira. Insane, right? Absolutely insane. So let me know your thoughts. Do you think we got this because of possibly getting Kira, or I'd like to know. We also have the baseball diamond base. Look at this. It's taking up the whole frame. I mean, I'm not really upset about the base being this big on this figure simply because of having the chair. As you can see there, we have the metallic nameplate as always, Star Wars Darth Maul. Underneath it, 2020 Hot Toys Limited, all rights reserved. I mean, I can't be upset about this either. We don't know what the room looked like that he was sitting in. This is textured, by the way. See if we can get the light to hit it for you all. It resembles the box as far as texture goes. We have the pieces here for the base. So for those of you who like to pose your figures in like a dynamic high-flying pose, you have the waist grabber and you also have the pole, which is bendable depending on how you want to have them posed. I think it's a great addition. I welcome this. And as for the smaller bits, you have the eye socket manipulator thing here that Hot Toys provide. Again, I'm not really sure how to use it properly. I still use my fingers in order to control the eyes. I might need to look that up, huh? We also have pegs, everyone's favorites, and I really do think we actually need these for Darth Maul. Like I pointed out earlier, it's very hard to get the hands off of the smaller portion of the peg. So I do think we need these. And again, like I pointed out, I used to use the Saber arm. They provide 3 batteries. I put the 3 batteries inside of them though. Remind me to take them out. Last but not least, everyone's favorite, the Darth Maul instruction manual. I did not open this. I think it's pretty straightforward. You don't need the instruction manual, but it's a good thing that they provide it. I like having my instructions, even if I don't read them. Alrighty, and that's going to about wrap it up for today's unboxing and review with Solo Darth Maul. You can pick him up on the secondary market. I want to say the wait list is open, but I can't be for certain. I'm still going to link the actual link to the figure from Sideshow in the description below for those of you who would like to see. Now, there's a different ending angle here because I kind of want to shed a little bit of light on the way that I organize my figures now. And I went ahead and bought little baggies. I bought a labeler machine. Let's see if we can show you. There you go. So little doodads and such that'll help organize my things so that I'm not going back into the boxes, going into the shippers, going into the boxes, picking out small things. putting some of these things back, putting it all back together, it's a lot easier. So if you want to see a video on, how I organize that, I can show that later on. That's if you're all interested. So hopefully you all like this video today. Thank you so much for watching. And don't forget to hit us up over on social media at MA Collectors on Twitter, at Boston Collectors over on Instagram. Thank you all so much for watching, and take care.